These are the coordinates Bucky transmitted.
Welcome to Wakanda. So this is one of my favorite maps. I really like Wakanda. I think they did a great job with it. I like the outdoor portion of it. I like the part that they've done that's indoor. Don't really have any problem with this map. I like outdoors anyway, so this is just kind of nice right here. Welcome change from gray hallways and such that we've had in some of the other levels. And all the purple from Dark Dimension. So it's been a couple of days since I actually played the last level. Maybe a little bit rusty here. Alright, we got a rift up here on the left. It's a really obvious one. So I don't think you guys would miss it, but just like the rest, I'll interact with it and back out. Just don't see any sense in getting in those right now. Just crowd up the walkthrough. So right there, that is just like the perfect scenario for Star-Lord to get right in the middle of this and just tear it up. I mean, you can't ask for anything better than that. Like I said, don't forget that when you paralyze these guys, they always take critical damage. Right now we got Storm out here with us. I really do like Storm as a character. I do like her probably more once you've got the energy portion of the AES system filled out, because she is a lot more fun when you can spam her skills more. She's cool. She has the ability to use ice skills and lightning skills. And she's a little different than the other tornado characters. Most tornado characters can put down a tornado and then charge it with an element. If you play Storm, you'll realize you can't do that. But what you can do with Storm is put down that ice field and then put a tornado on top of it. And she can get a self-synergy that way. So hers is kind of backwards the other way around from every other tornado user in this game. Which I'm glad for, because it just brings a little variety to that playstyle. And the cool thing about that is too that you can use ZR with her tornado, so you can end up putting down your ice field. Then you can use a forced synergy when you conjure up her tornado, and that way you end up with, say, like a rapid fire going into an ice tornado, which is pretty sweet. Alright. Let's see, we need snow. Let's get Star-Lord up here. Didn't get the bash. Let's try this again. Okay, this is going to be one of those that's really fun. Let me try it with Wolverine and Star-Lord, because Wolverine has his buff, which is a bash. And there we go. It didn't happen with Wolverine, but whatever. I'll never understand the way those things work or don't. I guess if you really wanted to get hardcore about it, you could go into the team menu and turn people's abilities off until there was only a working combination available. let's get on to Hulk for a minute. I think this is a great spot for him to get in here and tear it up a little bit. Do like me some Hulk play. Try to avoid these grenades as much as possible. And that's where that resist being interrupted can be really nice too, because give you a little break from those grenades raining down on you like that. I mean, you still get hit by the damage, but at least you're not getting bounced all over the level. Okay, now we got this door open. Don't go through there just yet though, because what we want to do, we want to go right over here, jump over this ledge, get on the back side of it. We got a little friend over here. Take him out and get this artwork. It was in a crate that was sitting right here in this corner. So once you get rid of that crate and everything, yeah, let's just go see if there's any goodies in these boxes real quick. And that should be all we need here. We're ready to move on to the next section. Just short. There we go. Alright. There's a little area to the left right here. There's a box in the back. Nice. If I'm not mistaken, we want to go ahead and equip that purple ISO we just picked up. Alright. So this is obtained. Strength 1000. That is beautiful. Let's go ahead and just drop that on Hulk. And you know what? While we're at it, let me just see if there's anything I can put on Wolverine that'll be a little bit better than what he's got, because he's kind of sad at the moment here. Not much going on in the way the ISO I've picked up so far. It's not a big deal. You know, I may just do that. He'll do more damage to stunned enemies. Okay. This is a pretty cool area. Now, if you've got Hawkeye or Scarlet Witch, you can just go up here and just start blowing this stuff up with your abilities. Scarlet Witch using Hex Bolts and Hawkeye using a Self Synergy. Can't remember the name of the two skills you use, but he can blow the stuff up all on his own. But if you're anybody else, you can come up here and get these missiles, and they do a fine job at blowing stuff up themselves. Alright, we got another area here. And another thing that's cool to do with these little laser cannon things, if you got somebody like Cable, Captain America, you can actually destroy those just by using your self-defense shield. And what happened to you, Star-Lord? I'm just going to let him lay there. I mean, he should have known better. Hulk doesn't know how to operate these self-guided missiles. It's fine. We still got enough. Let's see if we can hit it. I'll back up a little bit, see if we can hit it from here. Hey, look at that. Cool. Alright. Hey, Wolverine's down here dueling this guy. Let's help him out. There we go. If only the cutscenes kept your crew together. I mean, I understand why they didn't, but it would still be cool. Alright, while we're in this wait screen, I'm going to get a sip of coffee. So if you hear any weird noises, that's what's going on. Okay, so we've moved from that first area in Wakanda. We're moving into a second area of jungle. Kind of looks like we might be moving into a structure from that cutscene, but we're actually just moving into the next section of jungle. And this next section has probably the most infuriating enemy in the game for new players. Once you've got some experience in the game, they're not nearly as infuriating, but we'll find them shortly. So we got Black Panther now. Black Panther, once he unlocks his 4th skill, he is amazing. He has this skill called Vibranium Bash, I think is what it's called. It's his bash skill. It's the bottom skill that's on the B button by default. And that thing does some mad stagger damage and really just hammers on health bars and stagger bars. So I'm not a huge fan of the rest of his kit. The rest of his kit's fine, but that one particular part's just outstanding. And he does have a shield too. A lot of people don't know this, and I can't remember. Somebody on Reddit told me about this. I can't remember who it was, but you can use his shield to absorb damage, and then if you use, I think it's the dash button, you can dash out of that skill and retain the charge, and you can keep building the charge up on multiple uses and then release it all at once, so you don't have to use the damage portion of that skill every time you use it. Anyway, just thought I would pass that along because it's like super not obvious when you're playing that character. I did not know about that until somebody told me about it. We're probably about far enough along too that we should be revisiting the amount of points we've got in our skills, and probably look at AES system again as well. We may just go ahead and do that real quick. And the only reason I didn't edit this stuff out of the walkthrough is because I feel like that it doesn't hurt. If you're a new player, you're probably like me. The first time through, I forgot to do this stuff. I mean, I'm wanting to get through the story. You know, I'm in there trying to do damage, and I've forgotten all about you know, any of this other stuff where I'm increasing my damage, you know, exponentially by upgrading this stuff. I'm not even thinking about it. I'm just in there trying to get through the story mode. So that's the reason I didn't edit this stuff out. Okay, I love Unstoppable Charge. Don't know if I want to take it. It's already got an A stagger. Why not? I do love that skill. Probably more than most people. I like Gamma Slam too. I maybe should have saved some of those points for Gamma Slam, but yeah, it's okay. Now Wolverine's stagger abilities, Berserker Barrage. I'm not going to be able to get the stagger up on that. It's still got a stagger right there. His Adamantium Assault's already up. You know what? I may just reduce the cost of that until I can get 2 more points on it. And give him a better buff. I don't know, that buff doesn't last that long. Yeah, it does. It really doesn't matter as long as you get that stuff done. And then next time we cross a blue circle, we'll get in there and look at AES and see what we can do with that. Alright, so these lasers you see, these are from these terrible snipers that I was talking about earlier. So you do not want to stand still while there are beams. And you even got to be careful about running when there are beams. I mean, I can't stress enough, these guys can just be a huge pain. If you're elusive enough, you can actually just get in there and tear those guys apart. Okay, so that's what you want to do. And once you've done it enough, you know how to avoid the beams for the most part, or avoid the shots. Never just run straight at them. I mean, that's just a death sentence. You're gonna die. Like poor Star-Lord over here is dead again. I thought he was supposed to be slick. He's been dying on me. Okay, so there is a treasure chest back here. I just didn't go get it because I wanted at least some of my team to still be alive when I come back. If you leave those snipers out there, your whole team will be dead by the time you come back out. The AI does not manage the snipers well at all. Alright, so this next section, you can already see there are snipers in the background back there. So the way I handle this, if you've got certain characters, there's maybe gimmicky ways you can take them out. But with most characters, the best way to handle this, I kind of stick to this rocks right here on the side. Then when I get the red lasers, I try to dash around and jump, try to avoid those. And I did take one hit there, but it's okay. Just one, and they're all gone. Cool, we got that area cleared out. So here's this blue circle. Oh, I really like this next section. It's one of my favorites. So like I said, while we're here, I'm going to the lab. I'm going to go into the Alliance enhancement because I know we could be getting a little bit more heal with our EX attack now, because right here we can pick up 3% more. And then, I think it's right, yeah. We'll go ahead and get this. And this, and I think, yes, this, and that. Okay, that's enough heal for me. I'm satisfied with that. That is going to be 8% of our EX damage. So now I'm going to get over here and start getting energy. I think this is the node that I would fill out completely first. I would go into Vitality and do what I just did. Get that heal from your EX, because in my mind that's the biggest game changer, is that EX heal. But once you have the EX heal, the next thing I would do is just come in here and finish this entire circle. Because there's a lot of stuff in here, like that damage to stunned enemies. That benefits everybody. Light attack benefits everybody. Extreme attack damage benefits everybody and actually improves your heal. Energy obviously benefits everybody. So you get the idea. Durability, good for everybody. More extreme attack damage, good for everybody. And I'm out of AEP now, but I'll just come back in here and fill that thing in. And I'm not real picky about where I put the points once I get in there. Okay, this is one of my favorite spots right here in the game. I think it was very well programmed. You can see there's like a whole city down here. I think there's some kind of way that you can actually get down there. I don't remember how. I saw it on Reddit. Somebody glitched their way. They got knocked off that bridge and ended up down there. And there's actually collision with at least the ground, so you can walk around a bit and check it out. So that stuff actually exists. It's a pity we don't get to go down there and that it's just scenery, but still did a really nice job on this in any case. And then you've got that more modern city in the background going the other way. Alright, since we're Wolverine, we're going to be using our missiles. If we hit Scarlet Witch or Hawkeye, we could just use abilities to blow those up. So first matter to take care of when you get in here are these guys, okay? You do not want to mess around. Don't try to do anything else before you kill them. And then once they're gone, the next order of business is to get right over here on this guy and take him out, okay? Because that's your 3 snipers in this level. Know where they're at and just go get them. And don't give them time to come at you, because they will eventually get you if you don't take them out. It's just going to happen. There we go. Wolverine's another one of those characters. I think they did a really good job on him. Even the AI Wolverine loves to get in there and fight. Which I don't know if I've mentioned that. I've probably mentioned that on some of the rest of this walkthrough, but the AI is not all the same. Like Wolverine AI doesn't behave the same as Miles Morales AI. Wolverine AI is aggressive. Most of the tanks are aggressive, but most of your ranged characters and such like to walk around in the background and try to look cool, walking around sneaky. Alright, they've unleashed the giant cat cannon here.
AIM has taken control of the palace's defenses. We must destroy the control module.
So we gotta avoid the Panther cannon and take out the bad guys. I do actually like this part as well. It's got a little bit of a strategy to it. You can see there's a sniper beam coming across there. Try not to get hit by that. Now you'll notice there is a red enemy over here on top of this box, kind of where my map is. If you fiddle around over here for a minute, you can usually get him to step out into the beam area. And that's actually what I'm going to try to do. It may not be the fastest way to get through here, but for whatever reason, he seems, probably because I'm videoing, seems to be trying to back up. Yes, but I'm going to get out here. Okay, there we go. We got him out in the walkway, and that's all I was trying to do. Because he is really hard to deal with while he's up on that box. And I wanted his missile, because I wanted to throw it at that guy. Alright, we got a synergy crate back here. Then there's these 2 snipers. We're just going to take them out real quick. Okay, there is another sniper. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and try to get him, because he might pick me off if I don't. Okay, we got that sniper. So now the only thing I want to do is get up here and open this synergy crate. We're going to see if we can manage this. I need Wolverine and Star-Lord. So let's see. Where is Star-Lord? Oh, crud. Wolverine. Dude. So I switched to Star-Lord, and he's out in the walkway. Now I get to try to revive him. This is the problem with this synergy crate. The AI doesn't play smart here. Okay, we've revived Star-Lord. So all we need to do at this point is get our whole team over here to this crate. And hopefully they don't go beat the level before I can get the box open, because that's another thing that can happen. Okay, so he has a charge. Alright, Star-Lord also has a charge. Okay, I got Star-Lord over here, but now you can see Thor left. So I'll get Wolverine. He's out in the middle of the road. Get... Okay. We got Wolverine, we got Star-Lord. Alright, Wolverine, come back. This is the worst box in the entire game. It is absolutely ridiculous. Let's see. Okay. I may have to resort to some ridiculous maneuvers here to try to get this to work. As you can see, we need a charge and an ice move. And if I get one of them up here, then the other one doesn't want to come up here. Alright. Maybe if I revive Hulk super fast, since he died, and then pop a synergy with him immediately. Okay, cool. That worked. But if it wasn't for that, I honestly don't know how to tell you to get that open. What I have done before, if you have two controllers, you can use the second controller. You can just take one of your characters, stand them up there, join the game with the second controller, and then walk up there with another character on your second controller, and then use your skills that way. But level-wise, I love that level, but that loot crate right there is a serious error on the part of whoever designed the AI behavior in this level. I think it's just a bad crate placement. They would have done much better to just put the crate over here somewhere. I mean, I know they were trying to hide it, but there's got to be a better way where your teammates don't always constantly run away from you while you're trying to open that.
Stop me from getting my revenge. The Panther will pay. If you want to claim Wakanda, then we shall give you all it has to offer. He's giving us all he's got as well.
We're going to try to get the first bar of health off this. This is Klaw. The Klaw fight. It's not that hard. We want to get a health down past the little line. Once we get his health past the line, then we will EX attack him, and there shouldn't be much beyond that. Ought to pretty much get him gone. Characters who can fly obviously have a big advantage here because you can avoid most of his attacks by being in the air. Alright, so first thing I want to do is get him staggered. Okay, there's our stagger. Now we're going to EX the fool out of him. I'm getting off of Wolverine. Let's just do this. There we go. Figured I could hit him with that. Like I said, not a terribly hard fight.
Was wondering when you'd show up.
But I do recommend having that EX attack ready for stage 2. Alright, now we're moving from the outdoor portion of Wakanda to the indoor portion. And I actually like the indoor portion pretty well, you know. I think they did a pretty good job with that. There's enough variety in it to keep it looking good. There's a couple of rooms in here that are really nice. I particularly like the throne room, which we'll see that shortly.
We are approaching the throne room, my friend.
Yeah, we're approaching the throne room. Like I said, this is all nice with these waterfalls and decorative plants and stuff. I mean, Black Panther, he just really knows how to decorate. Great decorator. Got big panther emblems on his doorways and stuff.
Stand back.
Alright, so we're going to use Star-Lord for what he's good for. Get rid of the trash in here. Once we've taken out the trash, we'll get onto somebody who's a little bit better dealing with the purple bars on the more powerful enemies. Alright, these are all what I would call powerful enemies here. They have purple bars, so want to be able to do something with those stagger bars on them. And then we've also got this green smoke to contend with. I like Hulk Smash. It's got nice range on it. For his Thunderclap, actually. He just likes to say Hulk Smash. Alright. I really should have used him for a Gamma Slam. Hey, look, there's one. If you can pick up a minor enemy like that for Gamma Slam, your Gamma Slam will be more powerful. So that's something that you need to be aware of. If you just perform his down skill with no minor enemies around, it'll do a little bit of damage. But if you can pick up one of those guys, it will do some pretty fantastic damage. It's a pretty fun little fight there. A lot of elite, what I call elite enemies. Those powerful enemies with the stagger bar. Once again, Star-Lord seems to be really good at losing his life. There's one thing that annoys me. We can't go check out the throne. It is kind of weird that he has like a moat around it. I guess he's agile. He just leaps over there.
As long as that stone is in MODOK's hand, none in Wakanda are safe. It is our
Basement's not as well decorated, but it's still pretty nice.
So these ruins are full of dead monarchs. Their bodies, perhaps, but their spirits now dwell on the.
Alright, we got some ruins out here. There's several treasure boxes out here in the ruins.
stick to science.
So we'll try to make sure we pick those up.
Those who choose to dress like that may not have a strong suit at all.
So we got first treasure box right here. And we got it. Yeah, alright, so one treasure box down. We'll get over here. Take care of this guy. Could just to make absolutely sure I didn't miss. Okay, yeah, that's just some stuff you can pick up. It's been a minute since I've been through here, so I wanted to make sure I didn't miss a treasure box spot right there. I didn't think I did, but... I said that's that green smoke that's just absolutely irritating. Now I think I've got, if I'm not mistaken, I think on Thor I have that green ISO that says resist interruption. That makes him the man when you got green smoke around. Alright, that means we can get in here with him. Alright, he'll just stand there like, yeah, green smoke, whatever. He'll take a little damage from it. As you can see, he's not nearly as concerned with it as everybody else. So don't neglect to have somebody with a resist interrupt ISO to deal with that green smoke. It just makes a lot of difference. You know, you get in there and do that. Somebody didn't have that ISO, stop cold when they hit the green smoke. It's not a bit of fun. Alright, we got a synergy wall up here. We need somebody with a slam, which that would be Hulk, and somebody with ice, which that would be Star-Lord. We had this little guy right here. He's chilling in here with the treasure, trying not to get noticed. Okay, so once you leave that room, you can see down there on the right, there's a wall that doesn't look quite right. We want to go over there and blow that wall up. Like that. And then this guy's going to be clueless. We're going to take him out before he catches on. And we also, there was a treasure chest in there. I just blew it up with my skill. So we've got the treasure. Had an ability orb, if I'm not mistaken. We'll get up here where these snipers are. Take them out. We got one more sniper in the back of the level back here. We want him gone. Alright, he's gone. And it should be smooth sailing now. We got rid of the snipers. Always give priority to the snipers. You want them gone. They're not a bit of fun to have around. Alright. Got one more guy here with green smoke. Oh, he's in my favorite spot. There we go. Across the blue circle on the floor, which means that we've got our save point there. We can get here from chapter select or the camera can be awesome sometimes. Alright, we got snipers in there, so everybody knows what that means by now. We ignore everything else, and we go after the snipers. Alright? Ha! That just felt good. Hulk's trying out technology for a minute. Got one more green fog guy down here, I think. He's in my favorite spot. Okay. So we took care of him. Now to get the door open, we want to destroy that little shield generator that you see the health bar for right there. But we don't want to do that yet. I'm going to go up here and get treasure. We got a room full of treasure. Let's get the treasure. So here's how I do it. I just go behind the first one, blow it up, and get over here to the second one, blow it up, and about that time I run out of charge energy, but you know, we can basic it down. Once again, Hawkeye, Scarlet Witch, they just destroy those things by more or less looking at them. And then of course Cable, Black Panther, they can go invulnerable in front of them and reflect one set of shots back, and that's the end of them. Alright, so we got all this stuff. We just got now the crate that's behind the synergy wall. So let's see if we can't get this with Hulk and Star-Lord. I'm going to see what that is real quick, just for grins. Okay, so that's the resist being interrupted. That's going on somebody. It just is. That can go on Star-Lord. Thor's already got resist interrupt. Hulk has some built in. So that means Wolverine is getting the other resist interrupt. Okay. I prefer it on melee characters. That's the reason I didn't put it on Star-Lord. He's not as likely to be somewhere where he has to be in range of something causing interruption.
I suspect MODOK will be just beyond this corridor.
Just double checking. I didn't think there was anything in there, but can't be too careful. Don't want to miss a box. Okay, here is the MODOK fight. This fight is not terribly hard. We got minor enemies here. I hadn't mentioned this a whole lot, but they work good for Gamma Slam, you know. So if you want to take Hulk and enjoy having some of these little guys around, you know, you can do that. And what we're going to want to do is get this first health bar gone off of MODOK, obviously, before we use our EX attack. So at least that's the way I approach it. There might be enough time to charge another one, but I just generally don't. So I'm just trying to get some damage on him. I would love to get him all the way against a wall. I may see if I can do that. It doesn't look like it's going to happen for me. I'll just get a nice charge on this, and that'll take a nice chunk out there. And that might actually be close enough now. Indeed. Okay, we got his health gone. So if you wasn't paying attention, what I did there is he got in close enough to the wall for Hulk's charge to do constant damage, and so I just charged against the wall. That is Hulk's kind of cheese move there. You can see I just did it again to get a lot of that stagger bar gone. I just wasted Thor's ult, but his EX attack, it's okay. I have had some issues with EX attacks when I switch characters. I used to get on the character in EX and then switch to another character, or make sure they were walked into position in EX. And at some point, I started having issues with a bug where I would get the EX would trigger and I would get the animation started, but it seemed like then the thing would just cancel and I wouldn't get any of the damage. And I would literally use the entire team's EX attacks and have no damage to show for it at all. So from that point on, I just started hoping that most of my team was in position and kind of using the EX in that fashion. Just going for it and hoping that it works out. Alright, we're going to get on Hulk now. I may see if I can sneak him into this wall again. See if he'll get back here a little bit. Okay, I think he may have backed up just a touch when he went right there. Okay, he's definitely against the wall now. Well, he's bouncing off of it. That's fine though. I've got EX again. I'm just going to use it. He's a low, probably between Hulk and Wolverine. That will do him in. Oh look, everybody else is dead over there. The AI can sometimes be really kind of clueless, which I complain about, but at the same time you have to consider you've got 4 teammates, or you have 3 teammates in yourself. You've got 4 characters. If the AI was actually good, you could go hide in a corner and let them kill everything. So it's completely understandable why they're a little bit clueless. And later on, they seem to get a lot more damage resist once you get everybody leveled up and get out of story mode and you get into some of the rifts. I mean, they're pretty durable. I've played through all the material in the game that exists up to the X-Men DLC. Fantastic Four hasn't come out yet, but at this point, but I can say that during the X-Men Gauntlet, I didn't have any issue with the AI dying, even on long pushes. So, all right, well, that is the end of Wakanda. Hope you guys enjoyed that, and hopefully it was helpful. And I will see you in the next stage.